We are live. Good evening, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you all for joining us. I can still see the participants rising. So I'm sure you'll be kind of logging on as we're just kind of introducing and just saying hi and introducing what this evening is all about.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is learn how to protect yourself and your family and others around you. And by just opening your heart chakra to that particular frequency, you expand your immune system, because that comes from the heart, and that makes sure you're totally protected. Then we're going to contribute to the global activation by using this 432 heart frequency via a crystal resonance.
Crystal resonance.
So we can all do this. Tim is going to talk about the power of the crystals in a minute. And but we're going to send the energy through the crystals to magnify it and make it absolutely perfect and in tune with our higher intention of healing and healing the world. And also it helps to clear and balance any uncertainty that you've got about anything in your life at a heart level. And so it's going to be extraordinarily powerful. So Tim, can you tell them something about the crystal?
Absolutely. Right. I'll rewind to when the idea for this Zoom came in, and we all know what's going on around the world at the moment. There is apart from all of us, every single one of us on this planet participating in a rising frequency and the ongoing ascension process, there appears to be something at the moment which I've kind of called it, it's almost like Custer's last stand for the third dimension. It's fear and uncertainty and this kind of yo-yoing vibration between 3D and 5D it appears to be peaking at the moment. And it's all centered around this virus and the information that is coming through the TV, through the media, through every single source. It's almost like we're being completely saturated by it. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that this hasn't affected me, because naturally there is an aspect of me, the human aspect of me, the parent aspect of me, that has said, right, you know, how do we deal with this? What is actually going on around the planet? And I was told very, very clearly by Archangel Metatron that this particular virus, or more the information or the fear on which the vibration on which this is carried, runs on a certain frequency, which is 60 hertz. And I said, well, okay, that's fine. That's obviously traveling around the world and it's affecting people. It comes through in the form of verbal information, thoughts, all of it runs on that particular frequency. So it can therefore be counteracted by a higher frequency. And Archangel Metatron confirmed this immediately. He says, hold your crystal in your hands, which I did. This was on my own in my meditation time in the morning. And he gave me some numbers. He gave me the number 432 hertz, which I found on YouTube via a solfeggio frequency. And I also confirmed it with a friend of mine called Tony Pantzer, who was very, very generous in giving me the information. He said, yes, that is the frequency of pure love. It will counteract anything of a lower vibration. Now, when these frequencies get projected through a crystal, they become incredibly powerful. So it was therefore my idea to sit us all down in a group globally and resonate this frequency to counteract the fear that is actually happening around the world at the moment. Crystals are everything, because although the frequency itself is incredibly powerful, okay, when it is projected through a crystal, crystals link into other crystals. We are automatically linking in a massive group together, you know, as people are joining, as we're communicating. We have created together already a very, very powerful field of light, and we'll be linking each other into this, and we'll be performing divine alchemy. Okay, So this is the point of the evening, as well as kind of getting some information out there about what we think is really going on. Does that sound right to you, Diana?
Yeah, and but the virus it's really interesting what it's been doing to people, because this fear has been hyped up by governments and everybody around the media, and it usually has very mild symptoms, but it's more serious for anybody with a chest or breathing problems. And of course that's all to do with the heart center, so it's really important to fine tune the heart center. And the frequency of 432 hertz is the source love frequency. It vibrates on a pure white vibration, and source love, when it leaves source, is pure white. Then it either picks up the golden ray of the Christ light, the unconditional love, and becomes golden white, or comes through Venus and picks up the pink vibration, note pink, white and yellow, so that it is then a pink energy. But the purest vibration of 432 source love is pure white. Now, I looked at my tuning forks, and of course I didn't have a 432, but Rosemary Stevenson, who many of you know is a huge expert on crystal healing, on sound healing and using crystal bowls, she very kindly, hastily put hers in the post to me. So I'm going to sound the tuning fork through a crystal. This is a Lemurian crystal, as Tim described, so that you can already start to be attuned to the energy of tonight. Oh, breathe it into your heart. Now, Rosemary Stevenson also very quickly made us a CD with her magical voice, where she is playing her crystal bowl at that frequency and singing around the frequencies, so that we will have this on in the background in a minute, and you will be able to receive it. And she is going to later on make that into a CD that you can get from her website. Oh. So let me just quickly say that this virus is a test for individuals and the planet to dissolve fear with the frequency of love. And it does more than dissolve it. It uses divine alchemy to transform everything into love. So we'll connect to the cosmic heart, which also vibrates at 432 hertz, and that pure source love is channeled through the cosmic heart to Earth, and it'll be channeled to you tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you, Diana. That's a lovely explanation. And as soon as I played that recording that you sent me, all of my crystals were just lit up like Christmas trees. And it's interesting because at the beginning, I think it was halfway through last year, I began naturally, because occasionally I have trouble sleeping at night time, and I'm receiving a lot of energies, or the unicorns turn up and keep me awake, or do something like that, like they have a tendency to do. I found one of the best possible ways of keeping myself in tune, in balance, was to play myself these harmonics at night time. So there's a very, very powerful, we all travel at night time, it's not just sleep, so you're in your body. A really good way of healing yourself and keeping yourself balanced, I mean, not just during this Zoom, but at any point in the proceeding, is to play a solfeggio or a frequency or a harmonic to yourself at a low volume during the course of the night, and ask it to be magnified through your crystal. And you can also ask your crystal to record that particular harmonic, that vibration. So the first thing that I did when Diana played that frequency with the tuning fork was I asked my crystal, and you can all do this now, if you just literally, could you possibly play the tuning fork again?
Absolutely,
Or
absolutely.
you get your crystals wherever you are in the world, and specifically either out loud or in your head, ask your crystal to now permanently oscillate at 432 hertz to the precise noise that is being created here. And so now your crystal will have received that vibration at 432 hertz, and it will now, by your request, be oscillating or vibrating at that frequency. Now you can ask your crystal to hold and maintain that vibration at all times. So it is radiating, not just to you, but to almost like an indefinite area around you. They have a very, very big field of energy. So all of us now, wherever we are in the world, all 540 of us online have now got our crystals vibrating at that very, very powerful frequency. And
thank you. Yes. Well, as I said, I've been going around today and I've done this to every single crystal in the house, more than 300 of them, and they were all going. So was I.
Oh, it's amazing. And it's just worth noting tonight that we are being, it's not just us online, we are being this event is being very well supported from the higher realms. We've got masters, we've got angels, particularly the angels, the archangels of the heart, Shamuel, Christiel, and Jophiel, the archangel of wisdom, universal angel Mary, Commander Ashtar, who hails from Venus himself, and the Intergalactic Council, who are obviously keeping a very, very close eye on this situation that's occurring at the moment on our planet, because everything is conducted under the spiritual laws of our particular planet. So
there's lots of people saying how their crystals are vibrating and lighting up. Yeah, fabulous. Yeah, and the coronavirus offers a whole lot of lessons, as well as about testing us for about dissolving fear and turning it into love. Yeah. It originated in China, where people treat animals very badly, and well, not with the honor and respect they deserve, shall we say. And like people, animals, when they get stressed, they become open to disease, and this virus has been passed from animals to people. And animals have been saying recently that they've put up with the way we've treated them for too long, and they're going to start retaliating. And this is one of the ways in which they are doing this. They intend us to act. They are drawing attention to what they've been going through by the use of the coronavirus. And what I like us to do to start is to have a look at the orb of Archangel Felier, the angel of animals, and send energy through our crystals from this Zoom to ask him to touch human and animal hearts to bring them into a vibration of love. So David, could you put up the orb of Felier, please? Archangel Felier.
Aha, there we go.
There we are. So I'm going to make the tuning sound and send the crystal energy into the heart of Archangel Felier and ask him to open the hearts of people to animals and open the hearts of animals. Okay, there's a message on there, from somebody, I can't read who, just got an awesome planet observation of beacon lights coming from each one of us up into the galaxy. Wow. Remember that when you look at an orb, you are receiving a direct download of the energy of that particular angel into you. So as you look at it, as you open your heart to it, that angel is touching you, raising your frequency. And this is Archangel Felier, angel of the animals. Oh, somebody's asked to spell it. Oh, thank you. F-H-E-L-Y-A-I.
That orb is so powerful.
As Rhiannon says, the beacons are lit.
Yes, indeed. You know, that is one of the first, that is the first orb picture you ever showed me, Diana.
Really? Really? Oh, wow.
It was that exact photograph, and I still have it.
Uh-huh. Right.
That's many, many moons ago.
Okay.
Oh,
Thanks, David.
thank you, David.
Take it down.
Perfect. So it's worth noting, while we're discussing kind of like the higher merits, or like the spiritual aspect, you know, what's going on a spiritual level, is that it's noted that it's creating an increase of communication between nations at the moment. People are actually starting to communicate with one another. That's absolutely, Rhiannon, yeah, 555 participants, absolutely on the button for 556 now.
Yes, yes.
It's raised the communication levels, and this is a communication level that is where, you know, like, how do we help one another? What is the best way forward with this? And although I have a personal opinion that the whole situation is being kind of blown out of proportion and exacerbated by the media and the authorities for whatever reasons, one thing I want to be careful tonight is not to kind of dip into a frequency that's low, that's kind of pointing fingers. We're just literally finding out what the best way is to deal with the frequency of the fear that's going on around the world at the moment. And it's creating talk, it's creating, how do we deal with this, how do we come together? And it was an interesting, I noted an interesting article that said that somebody had driven a lorry load of vitamin C into China the other day. I don't know whether you'd heard about that, Diana.
No.
But you realise that one of the best ways to actually deal with any illness, we're not just talking about coronavirus here, we're talking about any illness that could be, it could be flu, it could be a cold, it could be anything. It's very high doses of vitamin C. So they are shipping lorry loads of vitamin C into, particularly into Wuhan. So it's happening. It's changing. It's everything that's occurring at the moment is happening for a higher reason. Although people are frightened because everybody's kind of like on their back heel about it, what's going to happen to us? Everything is coming round into full circle. And as I said earlier on, from a point of view of the third dimensional energies that have existed on this planet for the last 10,000 years, and I know Diana agrees with me as well as this is like Custer's last stand for the third dimensional energies, hanging on for their control on this planet. And this is why I believe that the information that's being put out there is specifically designed to worry people, to panic. It's creating panic. This is you know, this is the entire reason why we thought that it would be ideal for us to gather today, is to get rid of this panic and to basically alchemize it through the much higher frequency of love and balance things out a little bit. Okay.
Right. So one of the things that the coronavirus is showing us is to look after our health. You know, in the olden days, people wrapped up when they went out. Now they say, oh, it doesn't matter if I get wet, I can sit by the radiator and warm up again. And they would relax and de-stress when they were eating, and they would eat very carefully, chewing their food so that they didn't get digestive problems. But this coronavirus is reminding us to maintain proper hygiene. Every time you put the television on, they're telling you how to wash your hands after you've sneezed or blown your nose. And since the advent of antibiotics and things, people have really been careless about their health. The coronavirus is saying, look after yourself. That's one of its big messages.
I think that's a very important point, because it's we all go out, we go shopping, we inhabit busy places, we fly constantly, and I can't count the quantities of time that I've either shared a plane with ill people, or you know, I've taken my older boys to school. I mean, my youngest is homeschooled. When I take my older boys to school, there would be ill children in the class who've still gone to school, or if I'm poorly, I stay at home. I make sure that I'm looking after myself as much as possible, and I don't go out. And I'm certainly very conscious of spreading that to other people. There seems to be a big lack of that at the moment. Seems to be that this is bringing that into check. People are now aware of, right, if I go there, if it's bringing consciousness to the situation.
And it's certainly meaning that fewer people are going to be flying. And I think there are huge ramifications for people who've spent this time at home with their children for the first time and are getting to know their kids. I think that's fantastic. And wouldn't it be fabulous if it changed the world from being so work-focused to family-focused, like they were in Atlantis? Absolutely.
I mean, this is, you know, this is what we mean by the lessons found behind quarantine, isn't it? It's just like everything is so spread out, everything is so integrated with each other, but there's no harm at the moment to actually, while things are moving in this general direction, to actually stay put where we are and just watch ourselves, look after ourselves, look after our loved ones, but most importantly, do it from a point that is not fearful. Because if you listen to what's going on out there, they want you to be scared. And we're not going to let that happen.
No, but even more important, we've been talking for ages about people aren't going to be flying in the same way. They're not going to be bringing goods from here to there. I think the coronavirus is accelerating this from happening. And interestingly enough, it's called the coronavirus because it's got crown-like spikes that protrude from its surface. And our crown chakra has 1,000 petals or spikes that reach out for universal wisdom, and they connected to Uranus, but the ascended aspect of Uranus is called Curene, and which is very like Corona and comes from the same source, of course. And Archangel Jophiel is in charge of China. He is in charge of the crown chakra. And I think that it's helping us at some way, in some level, to connect to higher wisdom. So I think it's starting to open the world up to higher wisdom. And maybe, David, you could put out the Jophiel orb so that we can just accept the higher wisdom. You can see that this is Archangel Jophiel, the beautiful pale yellow of his energy in the crown chakra. But there's also some orange Metatron energy around it and some blue Michael energy. They're working together. But as you look at this, just breathe that energy into your crown. If you like, just imagine that orb is placed over your crown and is opening you up so that you can connect right up to the ascended aspect of Uranus, Curine, and start bringing universal wisdom into your life. And I'm very aware of Archangel Jophiel just coming into the room as I'm speaking. And if he's here with me, I'm asking that he is actually touching every single one of us that's together for this Zoom. And you might even feel him beside you or touching your crown. Okay, thank you very much, David. If you'd like to take that down.
Wonderful. I could really feel my crown just lighting up the second that came in.
Well, I wasn't expecting him to actually come in.
No.
Yeah.
You notice my ears have gone bright red, which is always a sign that there's stuff coming in.
Okay, so Erin has said she thought Archangel Jophiel was a woman, but actually the twin flame is Christine. So, of course, the Christ energy of Christine.
Oh,
yes, people have got their crown chakras being touched. Ooh, lovely. Felt that on their heads. Mm-hmm. This is all part of the opening us up to do the activation in a minute.
Just be very aware of also of your heart centers at the moment, because this is good. This is also going to be a very, very heart-centered evening. The work that we're doing this evening is going to be, I could feel almost like that the expansion of my heart center as before, long before we even logged on online tonight. It's heart-centeredness, heart-centered love. That love vibration is the most powerful vibration in the entire of the universe. Nothing supersedes it in any way, shape, or form. And this is the way forward. This is the energy that we are going to be having predominantly on our planet in a not too distant future. It's not far away. At the moment, we're like this. It's a yo-yo scenario, but it's coming through in incredible quantities at the moment.
But it was very interesting what you said, Tim, because just tuning up the crystals today to this frequency, I literally felt the flowers in the garden responding.
Yeah.
And you know, once nature is all responding, then everything starts to change.
Absolutely.
Right.
And now that we have, I find it's incredible the quantity of participants that we have online. We had 555 during that time that you were showing the orb of Archangel Jophiel. It's rising slightly now, but everywhere, every single person that's tuned into this now with the crystals, people that will join later via the recording, this is now linking this frequency. So it's not just individuals doing this. We have now linked via crystals again the frequency. Once you use your crystal with intention and send that vibration out, we as a group have created a web of light around the world that is already beginning to alchemize that lower frequency, the frequency that we've all gathered here to actually do.
Yeah.
Right?
And you can hear I've already put on the CD that Rosemary's made for us with her magical voice. She has perfect pitch and, of course, wonderful energy. And before we start the meditation, I'd like to show you an orb of Archangel Chamuel and Mary first. If you could possibly put that up, David. That's right. And so the light, the white in the very center is an angel of love. Then you have the lighter pink, which is Chamuel. That's the purest energy of Chamuel. Round the outside is Mary in her magenta aspect. She's got many aspects, from aquamarine to blue to magenta. But this orb to me is absolute magic. I'm just going to send the crystal tuning through the orb to you as you look at it. This is a real heart opener. And when I took this photo of an orb, this particular orb, I visualized it around me. I've told this story many times, so this is a very brief version. I went for a walk, imagining I was in the center of this orb, and all sorts of things happened. A squirrel danced at my feet. A deer just lay by the side of the path as I walked past and stopped to talk to him. An elf came up to me with some children, some spirit children. It was magical, and it's something you can do at any time. Just visualize this particular orb around you. It will open you up to incredible love.
It's one of my favourites. So clear.
Okay.
So nice.
Sorry, Tim. I just wanted to show one more, which is an orb of Archangel Christiel. David? I like that, Gurpreet. Oh, Erin.
Wow.
I'll turn my TV pink once. Okay, so this is Archangel Christiel. As you can see, it's got Metatron on the left-hand side, Michael on the right-hand side. But just looking at this, starting to tune you into Christiel, the causal chakra, and of course the unicorn energy. So as you look at it, just think about your causal chakra above your head, and I'm going to send the tuning and vibration of 432 through this. So breathe the energy in. And then open your eyes. Oh, you probably had your eyes open already. Sorry. Okay, David, thank you. Lovely. And I was just hitting different crystals to send the vibration to you. Okay, so we're going to start the visualization, and remember that you are now surrounded with Chamuel energy, Mary energy, and the Christiel energy, and Archangel Jophiel has touched you.
Now, wherever you are in the world, take your crystal in both of your hands and place it over your heart center. And close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, allow the light of your heart to merge fully and completely with your crystal, with the intention of sending this frequency and this light all around. You might even start to feel your crystal lighting up in your hands. It might already be the same temperature as your body if you've been holding it. Just see, sense and feel it filling with the light from your heart center.
And now it's time just to take a deep breath and relax on the out breath. Just letting go of the outside world, bringing yourself fully into this moment. And be aware of your Earth Star chakra below your feet as a huge silver ball. And this silver ball is connecting you down into the heart of Lady Gaia, is grounding you, and is grounding all the energy that we bring through today so that the planet can benefit.
Start to sense and feel yourself surrounded with the highest frequency of Christ-likeness. This will be flowing from your heart. It is also flowing from the universe around you. See yourself and feel yourself and sense yourself surrounded by pure light. Just relax your bodies, your fields, your aura, your chakras. Any stresses, any strains, any worries that you may have within your bodies, just allow them to completely flow. You're now vibrating at a frequency of pure cosmic love.
And then fully focus on your heart chakra. Just have a sense of all 33 chambers of your heart opening. The petals all opening as if to the sun. And when they're open, going to make the tuning again at the 432 hertz right into your open heart chakra. Just know it's vibrating through every chamber of your heart.
As you are fully and completely relaxed now, just take another deep breath in. And breathe out and just be aware of multitudes of angelic frequencies all around you. As we have attuned our hearts and attuned our crystals to this frequency, we have been joined by multitudes of angels, angelic beings, pure white sources of light. So just sense and feel them gathering all around you. Also sensing and feeling angelics from parts of the universe that have not even joined us yet before. Now starting to make their presences known. Just really feel your bodies, your fields, your heart responding and lighting up as this frequency from you is carried outwards all around.
And Archangel Chamuel, the angel of love, the angel of the heart, is coming to you at a frequency higher than ever before. And you may feel him touch your heart center now. Dissolving, clearing, and lighting up your heart so that it blazes out.
And be aware also of the presence of Universal Angel Mary on her beautiful pink ray, cascading down from the heavens now, also lighting up your heart center and expanding it even further. Bringing with her also multitudes of higher frequency angels, also seeing pink dragons cascading down. Just feel that heart vibration rising even further. Any walls that you may have within the heart just dissolving completely. This is a moment of ultimate expansion.
And now Archangel Jophiel, the crystal yellow angel of wisdom, is above you. Once more, he's touching your crown chakra. And he is taking the energy and creating a shaft of light to Uranus and its ascended aspect, Quirinae. You may have a sense of the wisdom of the universe gathering above you. And wisdom is no use unless it's used from the heart. So Jophiel is bringing down for you the wisdom that you are ready to receive. It's coming down, right down to the crown, resting as a ball of wisdom calibrated to you and your soul energy. And then Jophiel is bringing it right down into your heart, placing pure wisdom into your heart center. You may feel your heart expanding. You may feel it becoming warmer. But this is transforming the frequency of your heart. Just take a deep breath into your wise, wise heart.
And now also be aware of the presence of Commander Ashtar joining us from Venus. He's not just here in person, he is here with his ships and the light that they carry. So just see him standing in front of you, smiling. He is asking you to very specifically hand over any worries or any concerns that you may have. He is telling you that everything is all right, everything is under control. He's also taking the vibration of the 432 hertz and the pure light from your heart center and bringing it into the crystals in his ships so that you may spread this further around the world. Just listen, feel your light, your heart vibration now filling the crystals on our Commander Ashtar's ships. And see him beaming this out. They are placed in specific locations all around our planet. You're using this to dissolve any worries or any fears that might be around the world at this time.
And now Archangel Christiel is coming to work with you. As his name implies, he carries the Christ light, and he carries it at the pure white vibration of source love. And he is placing his energy right over and around you now. You are in a cocoon of his pure white light. And he is placing a ball of the purest Christ light in your causal chakra above your head. And your causal is expanding. And as all of us find our causal chakras expanding around the world, the stargate of Lyra is opening wide. And more unicorns are coming in. They're coming right down through the moon and stepping through your causal chakra. And we're asking the unicorns now to go to every person in this web of light we've created and to go to anybody else in the world that is ready to receive their energy, so that the love we are sending out magnifies and reaches more and more and more people. And we ask that Archangel Christiel and the unicorns hold you in this light throughout the next 24 hours.
And now just focusing on your breathing. Take another deep breath in. Breathe out, and as you do, just be aware now that the portal of the brightest white light has opened within the cosmic heart and is beginning to now come down very powerfully but very slowly through the heavens, down and down and down until it touches you directly in the center of your heart center. And just be aware of your heart center and all of the other chakras within your body glowing pure, bright, radiant white. This is occurring on an individual level, but also on a group level. Just be aware now of our hearts unifying with the light of the cosmic heart. And there are also dragons swirling down this particular portal of light, anchoring it and protecting it. Making sure that your heart stays open at the highest frequencies at all times. So just take another deep breath in. And as you breathe out, just be aware of your heart center and also see in your mind's eye with your eyes closed, you linked directly to the cosmic heart of Venus. Your heart has never glowed so brightly before. Just breathe this light in and be aware that you radiate this to all and everyone around you. Just take a few moments to bathe in your own light and this connection to the cosmic heart.
And now vast numbers of unicorns are taking the energy right up to the seraphim that surround the Godhead. And then into the heart of Source itself, the pure white love of the universe. And the seraphim are singing that love right down through the cosmic heart to earth. And there are shower upon shower of pure white love energies coming into Earth through the cosmic heart right now. Touching you, touching your loved ones, touching people everywhere throughout the world, bringing hope, bringing happiness, bringing new possibilities and peace. Just sense and see that rain of source love and blessings falling everywhere.
Now just being very aware of your heart vibration, the pure white and the resonance, particularly via your crystal. Just as a group together, just visualize this heart light collectively between us all, totally and completely releasing and dissolving all of the frequencies around this planet that are not of love. To see us working together as this powerful group, surrounded by angels, dragons, unicorns, ascended masters, light ships. See this beautiful, pure white web of light spreading around the world at the highest vibration of heart love, and completely negating, alchemizing, and dissolving all that is not vibrating on the frequency of love at this time. Breathe this out into the world.
See every heart center connected.
See people that are struggling with their egos released from their bindings.
And just see that energy of fear that's been a grey blanket on Earth dissolving, lighting up, and becoming sunshine everywhere. We are visualizing and creating a world of happiness.
Now ask the archangels, the dragons, the unicorns to fortify and anchor this new higher blueprint globally. Ask them to spread permanently the vibration of higher love, higher consciousness, and a higher understanding, and also perfect radiant health all around the world, and anchor this in. And just see beautiful, pure white light spread to every heart, to every country. And see it totally lighting up. We're just also asking the Intergalactic Council to ensure that this blueprint stays in place and that it overrides any fear that may be coming in, any worry, any anxiety, and replacing it with love, contentment, safety, and self-mastery of all scenarios that are occurring.
And we're aware of all the masters, including those of the Intergalactic Council, being so delighted and adding their energy to the energy we've created tonight, multiplying it 1,000-fold at least.
And just take a few moments to feel yourselves now. Sat wherever you are in the world, just lit up very brightly. Tuned into the higher harmonics of this planet now. A part of the 5D vibration that is all around our world. And just begin to bring yourself back to your bodies. And when you are ready, open your eyes.
Wow, I'm tingling all over.
Most definitely.
Wow. Wow, thank you, everybody.
Thank you. That's a lot of, I've really, really strongly felt that energy, literally breaking it down and changing it all around the world.
Mm-hmm. And I got just as you said it, I had the Intergalactic Council just kind of standing there saying thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
To everyone that participated.
It was almost carte blanche to get the work done tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, everybody.
And thank you for this feedback, which is just lovely.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we've got a little time. We haven't actually, but questions I was going to say. But I noticed somebody asked earlier about Kuan Yin. Yes, she has a portal in China. She's got one in Beijing and one in the mountains. But Jophiel's retreat is in the mountains, which is very high pure energy in the mountains of China. We only hear about the industrialized part, really.
Yeah, what they want you to hear, but there's so many beautiful places on this planet all being lit up at the moment, the blueprints. I think, you know, to finish on the message tonight is to just remain in a fear-free lane at all times, is to just be above what is occurring, and just pick your sources very carefully. Pick very carefully what you're tuning into, how you're treating yourself. Keep it high vibration. This isn't just fluffy stuff. This is how you create a positive high frequency reality. Once you tune into that frequency, that with your intention, that is so. And the vibration of love cannot be touched by anything of a lower frequency. That is the way it works. That is how energy works on this planet.
Absolutely. And once we've created this web, we've all linked heart to heart. You can reactivate that energy inside yourself by tuning into the web that we've created tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
And tell everybody about this so that more people link in.
The more we work on this, the more we do it, the higher this becomes more established. Because at the moment, so, you know, some days you feel like you're yo-yoing. We've got all of the support that we need from the universe at the moment, and the higher realms, they are literally pouring it down. And all we need to do is just move in the direction with mastery of ourselves. This is an important point I was given tonight. We are masters of reality. We're not pawns in a game. We are masters of our reality. And it's time complete charge of what's going on this planet. Fill it with love.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Love to everybody.
Yeah, love to you all. Thank you all for joining us from all parts of the world. It's been a powerful night, and it's powerful times at the moment.
Yeah.
Thank you, Diana. Thank you so
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, David.
Thank you all.
Love you all. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.